Hey, hey, hey. All right, y'all. Making sure, look, Rocky is upset. He cannot be in here tonight. He is hot with me. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm here. I cannot wait to do this because this is just, I just love learning from my mistakes, and I love to help others that haven't done it before, or they're itchy about getting out there. They just don't know what to do. So today we're going to be talking about no crafts. I'm not making anything today. We are going to be talking about vendor events, vendoring, pop-up shops, do's and don'ts, some experience that I had, good and bad. And of course, if you have questions throughout, ask them. Hold on, you can't hear me? Oh no! Can nobody hear me, or is it just Tony? Is it my AirPods? Hold on. Hold on, let me see what we got. Can y'all hear me? Let me know. I won't talk anymore until I know y'all can hear me. Hey, hey. Okay, good. Okay, Tony, it might be your phone because everybody else can hear me. Okay? Let me know when you're back and you can hear me. Okay, good. So, yeah, we're going to talk about do's and don'ts and just some good things that I've been through while vendoring. I think I've done, I lost count, y'all. I just love getting out there, and it's been amazing being able to give back. Even though I have to wear a mask, being able to give back into something I love, because meeting my customers, that's like #1 for me. I don't like taking orders behind computer screens when I can meet people, right? So vendor events are an easy, quick way to make money and to sell things versus trying to sell online. So one of the questions that was asked before was, how do you find vendor events? If you are on Facebook, which you are because we're on here, you need to join Facebook groups that cater to your area. All you have to do is search vendor events in whatever. Like for me, I would search vendor events in Delaware, or Delaware vendor, something like that. And it's like a billion groups that people will go in these groups and say, hey, I'm looking for a vendor for this event. And they might put a few information about it, or they might say type interested if you're interested, and then they'll send you more information that way. So that's definitely an easy way to find them. Also, if you're at a vendor event, or if you have gone to a pop-up shop, ask them, hey, are you doing this again? If so, can I be added to your vendor list? Because most of these people have lists where they just send out a blast email saying, this is what it's going to be, this is how much it's going to cost, and can you be there? This is the date. So definitely always ask, can you, are you doing this again? And can I join you the next time? Even if they say no, just always like, well, if you do ever need a vendor, here's my card. Always leave your information. All right. So booking events, that's where we're at. So when it comes to booking a vendor event, always find out how much they are trying to charge you to come and be a vendor at their event, right? So I've had vendor events try to charge from anywhere between being free and you just leaving a donation item for like a silent auction or something, all the way up. I think the most that I've seen for me was about $75 or $100, one of the two. If it's like a 2-day vendor event, it's usually over $100. So always pay what you can. Like if you feel like $75 is too high, then don't pay it. Then don't, because if you aren't at that moment where you're ready to pay that much, then I wouldn't. Now remember, y'all, this is just my opinions. Everything I'm saying, I want you to take what you can from it, and that's it. Don't take any more from it. Don't think that anything else that I'm not saying is incorrect, because this is just my personal feelings and my personal opinions about it. I want to make sure I say that. Okay, so pay what you can. Don't pay a penny more. When you get to a point where you're ready to pay $75, you need to ask some questions. You need to ask these questions regardless, but definitely when that price is high. Some of the questions that you need to ask would be, where is it going to be, right? You need to know your audience so you know what to bring. You don't know what to sell. So where is it going to be? How many people are going to be there, right? If you're charging me $75 to be there and it's only a 20-person event, I'm not paying that, because you're not guaranteed to get that money back. And when vendoring, my biggest goal for vendoring is to make back double of what I paid to get there. And once I get to that, then I'm good. The rest of my sales, I'm just floating by. But my biggest goal is to make sure I make back double of what I paid. So if you pay $75 to get there and there's not a lot of people going to be there, you might not make all your money back. Okay, so that's you'll be risking that. Now, a lot of events, like the last event I did, I think I paid $35. That's an okay price, right? It's not too bad. I'm used to 50s and 40s is usually the prices that I'm used to being charged for a one-day vendor event. But you definitely want to ask your searcher or your vendor hoster what these questions. So definitely the crowd expectancy. Also find out if there's a rain date, especially with COVID. If they don't have a rain date, ask them, if it's canceled, will I get a refund? Because I was caught up in a situation right when COVID started and I did not get my refund. She's like, oh, I already gave the hotel their money. They won't give me my deposit back. And I can't give you your money back. Y'all, I paid $75 for that event. And that was in March. $75. And she's like, oh, well, you can come and do a small event that is less and you could do it for free. And I was like, but if it's less for a vendor event, am I gonna get my change? Like, how does that work? Can I do two? Like, how does that work? And now she's gone MIA. So don't get caught up in those webs. Ask them if it's something happens related to COVID, if it's raining and it's outside, if anything happens, will I get my money back? Or if not, is there a rain date? Okay. Let's see. So yeah, so set a goal. When you're booking your event, set a goal, right? So your goal should definitely be no less than what you paid for your event. Always set a goal for what you want to make so you can have a one-track mind on what you're getting ready to get it into. Right? And then once you hit your goal, you could just coast on through the rest of your vendor event, right? It kind of, for me, if I feel like the weight is taken off my shoulders once I hit my goal, because now I'm like, ooh, I'm going past my goal. Like, this is a true profit for me. So find out what they offer, right? So when you're booking your event, ask them, what are they offering you? So don't charge me $75 and then tell me I got to bring my own table, my own chairs, my own tablecloth, everything. Like, what am I paying for? The space? So you definitely want to ask them, what are you all including? Most vendor events, especially when they're that high, they will offer you a table and they usually offer you 2 chairs, meaning that you can bring 1 extra person. So always ask, what are you going to offer? And if you need electricity for your setup, ask them, do you have electricity? Will I have electricity? Some events, they'll charge you a little bit more for a spot with electricity, but always ask that because you may need it. Like me, I don't really need electricity, but I mean, who knows? I might want to charge my phone or something. So it's definitely a good question to have. Okay. Let me think before I move on to our next topic. That's booking the event. That's even before we even get there, right? So now you've booked your event. You're cool with the price. You're cool with what they're going to offer you. You know your area. You know your audience. Know your audience. Like if you're going to a Christian event, don't walk in there with flags that be like, get lit for Jesus. Like, come on, y'all. We got to know our audience. You got to know our audience. Do they typically offer Wi-Fi? So if it's indoors, it's usually a Wi-Fi, but don't bank on it unless you ask. That's definitely a question that I would ask ahead of time. Okay. And I also know that they're doing, because I see Stella has said that she's missing events. They also have online vendor events as well. So don't count yourself out, sis. They do have online vendor events. Okay. So we are on, okay, what to bring. So you've booked your event. You cool with the audience. You know what you're going to bring. If you go into something that's health related, you know to bring a whole bunch of stuff for nurses and doctors and good stuff like that. You know your audience, guys, because you would hate to get somewhere and not get any sales because you don't relate to who's going to be there. So what should you bring? Arrive early. When they tell you your your setup time, come at that time, if not 30 minutes before, because you want to have your head on straight. Vendor events go like this. Like once it gets started, they move and they move and they move. And you don't want to be discombobulated in the head because it will show. It will show, and it just might show in your sales as well. So arrive on time, or if not on time, definitely early, right? But never arrive late. One, because sometimes a lot of vendor events are pick your own spot. And imagine getting there, and y'all know how we get down. We want the best spot. We want to be right where everybody's going to see us. You got if it's right now, I want to be the place that's most socially distanced, because some of these vendor events, they don't even care about that. So you want to make sure that you are distanced enough away from everybody else. So arrive at a time where you can pick your spot. A lot of them are pick your own spot first, and if you get there last, you most likely going to get the leftovers, what everybody else didn't want, right? Not saying that it's not a bad thing. Like, things happen, traffic, all that good stuff. But if you can get there early or on time, I definitely recommend that, okay? Let's see, y'all. My iPad just shut off. That's where my notes is at. Okay. So arriving early enough for setup. So for setting up, have your stuff ahead of time as far as what you want to see on your table, what you're going to need. Make a list. Before you even start packing your things up, create a list. I'm helping y'all to be as focused as you can be without having anything cluttering your mind. And these things will clutter it, because if you show up and you just started packing stuff without any good intent or without any intent at all, it'll show when you get there. You're gonna be like, oh snap, what am I supposed to be doing? But if you make your list ahead of time before you even pack it, and you tell yourself, okay, I want to have this, this, and this. I look up Pinterest stuff to see how I want to set up my table for this event. Okay, I want to have this and that. Write it down so you have it. So when you're going over your list the night before, okay, do I have this? Yep, check it off. Y'all got these iPhones. Everybody got a phone because y'all are on something, right? Use your notepad, something electronic. You can just jot it down while you out. You be like, oh, I think I need this too. Write it on your list, because y'all know we get thoughts. It just comes to our head randomly, and if we're not writing it down, you'll forget about it. I'm a sticky note queen, so I'm always forgetting stuff, because my head is like a bouncing ping pong ball. I got a billion things going in there, so it's definitely important to write it down. All right, so what else should you bring to vendor events? Business cards. If you do not have business cards, or if you're just starting out, but once you get to the point where you're ready to vendor, you need to have something to take with you to give your customers. So business cards, you can make them on Canva, print them yourself. You can make them on Microsoft Word to print them yourself, y'all. Also, another good tip is you can also use Walgreens photo prints, and they always have a 50% off. 50% off, no matter what the price is. I've never spent true price at Walgreens. I've always used Retail Me Not. Come on now. Drop some hearts if you are familiar with Retail Me Not, because I know I'm not the only one that knows Retail Me Not is the coupon guru for savings anywhere. Retail Me Not, or even just typing in your search engine Walgreens coupons, right? Or got to type in Walgreens photo. I think that's what it's called. Walgreens photo coupons, right? So on there, you got I'm trying to tell you, if it's not 50% off, hit me up when the day you go to do it, and I will give you the other half, because I'm promising you, it's always a 50% off coupon for Walgreens. So you create your design wherever. I would say Canva, because it's the easiest, but some people don't like Canva. So create your design. Take that design. I do my stuff right online. Take it to Walgreens online. Go into Photoshop. To the Photoshop for Walgreens. Upload your design, and you can print your size out. Hold on, let me get a picture so you can see mine. Because I got tired of hand making these. So I went to Walgreens, and these are what I got made. And I got 100 of these for $10. And these are I put these on all my packages. But this can also help you if you are going to vendor events and you need to get something real quick done, made. So my handmade with love cards, they're on photo glossy paper, right? $10 for 100, y'all. And that's with the 50% off. So yeah, definitely there's no excuse for you not to have something for your customer to be able to pick up and take with them. Okay. So, because yeah, even if you don't make, or staples, yeah, but definitely get something printed out. You want to have something with you, because even if you don't make a sale, you want to make sure every customer walks away with something to remember you. Okay. And make sure the cards have your social media on it. And if you don't have social media for your business, we got to work on it. You got to get something. I'm not saying a website, but an Instagram. I'm not talking about your personal page. No, at heart, boo boo, queen, pretty girl. No, let's keep it professional. Have something for your social media, whether it's for your Facebook business page, your Instagram business page. Make sure it's very clear on how to find you. I think, don't quote me, I think these are 4x6. They don't say it. They don't say it. But if I don't find out, I'll make sure I come back when I post this and answer your question. Jamira, am I saying it right? Jamaria or Jamira? Let me know which one I said right, or if I said it right at all. Okay, yes. So cards, super important to have. And like I said, you could print them off on Canva, y'all. There's no reason why you don't take cards to a vendor event. So you'll also need some signs, right? Signs, it's the fluff. Jamaria, okay, good. Signs are the fluff, but it's necessary. Some people, you have to cater to every crowd of a customer, right? So you got your customers who are the lazy ones that just want to talk. They don't want to read anything. Then you have the ones that don't want to talk. They want to see it all visually, right? Hold on, y'all, because this picture is scaring me on my computer. So you have the ones who don't want to talk, right? And then you have the ones who are a little bit of both. They want a little pamphlet, and they also want a little pitch from you, right? So you want to cater to everybody. Signs will help with that. So your signs can be your what is it called? QR code, or your scan code for Cash App. It can be a big at DeeZ Creations LLC. That's just letting people know that's my social media. You can never put too much out there, right? I'm waiting. I actually ordered a sign from, I want to say her name right. I want to say it's Donna, but y'all, I might be wrong. And I don't know if you're on here with me, sis. But I just ordered my sign from her because she has the Glow Force, so it's like the acrylic sign, and it has my Cash App code on there for my contactless payments. It has all of my social media. It has my website, and it has my business name. As long as that's there, you're good. You're in good shape. Even if you created one on Microsoft Word and put it inside of those displays that they sell at Dollar Tree, the plastic ones, something where your stuff is on your table. Because you would hate for somebody to come to your table and they be like, well, what is this? Who are you? What are you selling? What's your name? You know what I mean? That's the first thing you want somebody to see, because that's how they remember you. I done pulled up to events and people are like, oh, you're Dee from DeeZ Creations. I sell your stuff online. I noticed you because of your logo. Right? If I didn't have my logo there, they wouldn't even known that I'm the same person that was selling stuff online. So you definitely want to make sure you have some type of sign present. All right. Griselda said her signs are amazing, aren't they? As soon as I saw it, I had to make my purchase, because I was like, this is gorgeous. You're right. A girl on InstaBiz page was WAP Mommy. Like, come on, y'all. I'm not shopping with you. The only way I would shop with you if it's WAP Mommy, you better be selling Yanni gel, something for the WAP. Because if you're not, I can't. I cannot. All right. So, also have signs on how you accept payment. Okay. If you're taking cash, make sure you put that. If you're taking Cash App, make sure you put that. If you have a card processor and you have the Square Reader or the Clover or whatever, make sure you put Visa, the MasterCard, all that good stuff. That helps people know, okay, I can shop with you. Some people will come to my table and they'll be like, oh, you don't take cash? And I'm like, oh, my sign must not be out, right? Because I know for a fact I put it up there. I want you to know that you can pay me however you need to pay. Cash App, card, Venmo, Zelle, whatever, right? Especially at vendor events. I don't accept all that stuff online only because, you know, safety and all that good stuff. But when we're face to face, I'm gonna take it however you can do it. Oh yeah, see, no, she gotta change that, right? Let's see. Oh well, since we're on cards, if you don't have Square, if you do not have Square, message me. Either slide me down so I can go off to the side right quick and message me for a link. I will send you my personal link because, you know, we're going to help each other out. We both would get $1,000 in waived fees for whatever fees that they may charge you, and get your Square account set up. I take Square, I take Cash, I take Cash App, but I like Square because I can itemize my stuff in my Square account so that when it's time to pay, I can just hit the button, hit charge, and we can keep it pushing, right? Yes, if you taking cash, please have change. Lots of it, because I done had people come in with 20s and they took all my ones. So make sure you have 5s, 10s, 1s, all that good jazz, right? But I know right now, COVID, a lot of people aren't even taking cash. It's like straight Cash App because they don't want to touch it. And I understand, but I got my hand sanitizer, right? All right. So before I move on to setup, let me make sure are we good for what to bring. What to bring. So you know your items, right? You know your items. You know your audience. Only bring that stuff. Like, it's like I said, it's no reason to go to a Christian pop-up shop with stuff that's like wop, 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 wop. Because we got it all. Y'all know we can cater to any crowd. But it may turn some of your customers off if they see that stuff on your table. I'm going to be honest with you. Now, if you like, forget all that. That's what I sell. It's going to be what it is. Hey, sis, do your thing. But if you want to cater to your audience, make sure that you have the right items there. Again, y'all, this is just my opinions. Don't shoot the messenger. All right, so I'm going to move on to setting up. Okay, so for setup, attraction is the biggest thing about making a sale, right? I'm going to pause because I see a question. I want to go back to cash. How do you feel about PayPal? If you got it, accept it. Right? Y'all know PayPal is safe. It's safer than Cash App. So I definitely am cool with PayPal. But PayPal, we trying to take our coins. So if we face to face and you tell me, oh, can I pay on PayPal? Sure. But do you have Cash App? Because some people might think, oh, you just don't take it. So I definitely will offer it. But if you are okay with PayPal, I'm okay with PayPal. I accept it online. I've never really had somebody purchase anything through PayPal at an event. I don't think, but it could have. Right? So yeah, PayPal is definitely cool. It's way safer than Cash App, but it's definitely cool. But yes, so setting up. So attraction is a huge step in making a sale, right? So if put yourself in a shopper's shoes at all times. If I walk up, when you get done setting up, look at your table. If you wouldn't buy from it, don't expect anybody else to buy from it. That's what I'm gonna say. But it's super important to attract your customer's eye. So you want to have something catchy, something jazzy. Don't just come up there and put all your stuff on the table and that's just it, right? It's so many things that you can do creative and cheap to make sure that your stuff is attractive to your customer. The main thing is to wipe your stuff down. Bring alcohol with you so you can make sure you can wipe stuff down if somebody touches it, especially now. Usually when a customer comes up and they're like, oh, this is cute. I'm like, oh, yeah, you like it? You know what I mean? Like, I'm making sure when the next person touches it that they're not receiving that. And that's before COVID. That's just how I am about touching stuff. I don't like fingerprints on my items. I work very hard for them, right? So definitely bring some alcohol to wipe your stuff down. But yes, stacking your things up are a big key for attraction to your customers. Stack. So don't just have everything flat out on the table. Stack upwards. So if you all notice in my vendor picture, I had like my crates, and then in my crates, I had little stands in there to be able to stand my mugs up and then layer some mugs underneath. That is what brings, because you want to make sure that something is eye level with your customer, because if I walk past your table and everything's flat, I'm not going to see anything, right? And I've watched people do this. I've watched people walk past tables with stuff flat and they never notice. I've watched people walk past my table and then they be like, and then back up like, oh, what's this, right? And I noticed that the difference was because I've had a table where I had everything flat, and I did not do very good that day, and I couldn't figure out why. But I know that was one of the things as to why I did it, is because I didn't stack up. So when I tell you, I wish I had a replica of what I usually use. I get them from Dollar Tree. I just go get the little random plastic bins that have a flat surface that I can flip upside down, and I use that. Right? Clear is best because that way it's not really causing too much distraction. But clear, black, or white, or if you have something cute with a nice design on it that matches your table scheme, definitely go with it. Since I said that, get a table theme, right? Don't have your table all over the place where it's like white, black, yellow, red, green. Like, keep a theme, right? So I switched my theme over. I try to match my business colors, but for some reason I've been feeling real dainty like. So I've been using my sequin liners and I don't know, like cute little random. I've been sticking in the rose gold and black family, but I keep it in that, right? I'm not gonna go further out. Stick to a simple color scheme so that it's not too much for the eyes, because like I said, attraction is important, but you don't want to make it too much, because then we're gonna be like, I don't want to see that, it's too messy, it's too much, right? So definitely keep a theme for your table. And when I tell you, Pinterest is your best friend when it comes to this type of stuff. Even if you just look up color schemes, like they will literally give you a layout of colors that match and go together, so you can properly have a good theme for your table if you're not going to stick with your business colors, which I recommend. Okay. So stack up. So don't overcrowd your table, y'all. I know we want to get all our stuff out there. We got a lot of stuff to sell, but do not put too much on your table. Never have duplicates on your table, right? If you have a table and you selling your blinged out cups, unless something is different about them, you just replace it once that one sells. If you have more than one item that's the exact same, put that off to the side, right? If somebody asks you, oh, do you have more of this? Yeah, I got more. I have more. And if once that one sells, I'm not gonna say if, but once that one sells, you gladly put your your duplicate of it. You don't have to have them both out at the same time, because when a table is crowded, that's another way to get rid of a customer. It's just too messy. They don't want to see it, right? Sorry, I'm getting cold. All right, where we at? We're at setup. I'm gonna go back. I usually don't do this, but I'm gonna go back real quick. What to bring? Y'all, represent your business when you're there. I usually get a lot of my vendors this way too. I'd be like, oh, I don't see your business on your body at all. I don't see your logo. I don't see anything related to you. Do you need some shirts made? Here's my card. Because it look like you don't have shirts made, right? Now, this one is up for debate, right? The comment that I just made is up for debate. This is my opinion. Put yourself on yourself. You are your biggest walking billboard. I'll have times where I'm at a vendor event, I gotta go to the bathroom, and when I'm walking, guess what? They know it's DeeZ Creations is in the house. I don't have to be in front of my table to know that I'm with DeeZ Creations, right? So I'm walking, and somebody be like, "Oh, DeeZ Creations, what do you sell?" Boom. They wouldn't have asked me that if I didn't have myself on my shirt. This is also a shirt I like to wear, which is what did I call this shirt? Oh, my attention grabber, right? So you can, what does it say? You can't buy happiness, but you can support a small business, which is kind of the same thing. Ask me about my small business. I wear this shirt everywhere, but definitely I would wear it to a vendor event as well. Something to show that I am the owner. I'm not a random person just standing at my table, and I'm just here because I had somebody do that before, and then they saw my shirt and was like, oh, you're the owner. Because my last shirt I wore, I had the word owner on the back with my business name on the front, right? So definitely rep your brand while you're there. If it's a shirt that you're selling, wear one, right? So somebody can be like, oh, that's cute, girl, it's right here on the rack. What size you wear, right? If you sell shoes, wear the shoes. If you sell pants, wear the pants. It's okay to rock your stuff, right? I'm not about to show up to a vendor event Nike down when DeeZ Creations is sitting right here. So definitely rock your stuff. All right, I went back, but I'm coming back to setup. So don't overcrowd your table. It's super important to just keep it nice and chic. Sometimes simple is more, okay? Am I moving too fast? Y'all let me know what y'all thinking right now. I see y'all talking about the PayPal. Let me go back and read some comments really quick. How do you feel about PayPal? I had too much fraud with PayPal. Yeah, y'all, people can go in and tell PayPal that I didn't get my item, or my item is messed up, and then they can file a whatever it's called where they get their money back. So y'all be careful with PayPal too, because some people can be really malicious like that and just know that PayPal is going to vote in their favor, because PayPal is always about the customer. They most of the time will vote in their favor. I have a PayPal chip reader for credit cards. In my settings where the PayPal fee is included with the charge. Yes, mine is included with my Square charge as well. It charges it's like a tax, which I call the processing fee, because they do charge you. A lot of these card readers will charge you for using their services. That's just how they make their money, right? We can't be mad at that. All right. Seeing no questions so far, I'm going to move on to my do's and don'ts. Okay. Charge everything the night before. Charge your phone. Don't sit up on your phone all night on Facebook like me. Charge your phone. If you're taking an iPad, charge your iPad. If you're taking a card reader, make sure that's charged. I keep a little cashier box with me, so everything stays in there when I'm not vendoring. The chargers, the card readers, I keep the one that plugs in just in case my Bluetooth one starts to act up. What else? Oh, I also keep a battery pack. You know those rechargeable battery packs? I keep that in my box because just in case I can't get to no electricity and you have to charge something, I keep the battery pack on deck, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. I'm the type of person where if it can happen or if I want to avoid it, I just do it. Like, I never know when I need it, but if I can avoid it, I want to avoid it. I hate running into problems because it makes my brain go haywire. Like, I just like smooth sailing events. Thank you, girl. Okay, so charge everything the night before. So here's a do. Speak to every person that you possibly can that walks past your table. It's so many times where I've seen this when I'm going to it, when I'm walking at a vendor event or I'm at a table. This is me on my phone, y'all. And I'm walking by like, okay, maybe they on break, right? No, y'all. I know it's natural for us to be scrolling on our phones, but you should be getting to the bag when you're at these vendor events. You should only be on your phone if you're taking a payment, or if it's moving slow, or if you're contacting somebody real quick, or you're just checking on a family, whatever. But other than that, talk to the people that's around you. Stand up. I only sit down when my feet are hurting from standing for so long. Okay? Stand up, make yourself known. Like, you see somebody walking past, they probably didn't even have no intention on stopping at your table. I'd be like, I'm usually like, oh, you know, I'm not gonna lie to them now. Like, I'm not gonna compliment something I don't like, but if I like something about them, I might be like, oh, that jacket is nice, or oh, I like your shoes, or whatever, or oh, I think that this, and I might have an item in my hand, this will look real good. Hold this real quick. That will look real good on you, or something like that, right? I'm making connections with my customers because a lot of people, they want to buy from people that they feel personal with. If I don't know you from a can of paint, I don't even know what this business could be about. I could be donating to freaking something crazy that I have nothing to do with, right? So if I feel some type of personal connect with you, even if it's for a split second, you telling me, oh, I like your hair wrap. Oh, you do? What you selling? That was so nice of you. Let me support. You know what I mean? It's simple things that we can do to help make these connections and make these sales. And a lot of people don't use them. Just because you got the most flawless, blinged out, sparkly cup on your table, that's not going to make me come and buy your stuff, right? You want to come to a table where it's friendly, it's welcoming, it's warm, it's fun, right? Even though they can't see you smiling right now because we got on masks, you want to feel good when you're spending money. When I feel good, I spend a lot of money. When they make me feel good, I know they're not just trying to sell me something, I spend a lot of money. So put yourself in your customer's shoes at all time. Would you want to walk up to a table with somebody just scrolling in their phone the whole time? I'm standing there, they don't acknowledge me, they don't say anything. I wouldn't. So definitely speak. Even if they walk by and they don't want to stop and get something. Here, take a card. I'm Dee. Check me out online. I have a lot of beautiful things. My website. Y'all, my card got my QR code that goes straight to my website because y'all know everybody know how to scan stuff now. And it goes straight to my website on my business card. You don't even have to take the card. Here, just scan it real quick. Now you got me. I'm locked in, right? So definitely stop your customers, speak to them, make them feel very welcome to your table because they don't know you a lot of the times. And they don't really have to stop. Just because you're there, you paid your vendor fee, that's not the end. You gotta catch that sale, right? All right, so where we at? So don't consistently be on your phone or distracted. Try to keep your conversations with customers, I would say, scope out the room, right? So if you got a whole bunch of people popping up, you don't want to spend too much time with one customer and giving them all your attention, especially if it's just you, which I'm gonna get into soon. But so keep your attention available for everybody. So like usually when I'm talking to a person, I notice another person walk up, I'll start looking at what they're looking at, right? So I can start kind of knowing what they saw. So when I'm finished this conversation, I can go out and be like, oh, I saw you looking at my wine glass. Do you like wine? You like wine glasses? And they might say like, Oh, yes, I like wine glasses, but I don't really like this color. Oh, you like this color? Girl, I customize everything. Here, take my card. You can place an online order with me now, or you can place it when you get home. But if you place it now, I might throw a little discount out there. It depends on how I'm feeling, if I haven't gotten to my goal or whatever. Or, but that's up to you. But I might slide in my card and be like, you can order it online in whatever color that you want, right? Don't let a person think that what you have is all you have. Right? You can let people know I take custom orders. You can place it with me now. You can place it in my inbox, however, whatever is comfortable with you. But make sure that you can let them know that you can customize it and give them what they need. Where we at? So competitive prices, right? So when you're at vendor events, sometimes when I'm at vendor events, I'm usually selling something that's been sitting in my shelf for a little bit. So I don't mind bringing my prices down a little bit and letting them know that this is this price here only. So if you don't pay for it here, you see it online and you want it later, don't ask me why it's not that same price. That is a in-person price, right? So I usually stress that to my customers. And that's kind of a tactic for sales as well, because they're like, oh, I'm getting a discount, right? If I wait, I might not get it for this price. So definitely make sure your prices are competitive. But don't sell yourself short. Like, I'll go with my mom, and my mom is usually my helper, and she'll be like, do you need to bring your prices down so you can make these sales? And I'm like, Mom, I'm not a bargain shop. Now, I work hard on what I create, so I'm not bringing my prices down to be a freaking dollar store. That's just not happening. I can sell it at another event. Like, I'm okay with that. Know your worth, and don't go beneath that. That's what I'm gonna say about that. Your pricing is your pricing, but if you want to come down on it real quick because you just got an item you've been trying to get rid of forever, then you can come down on it. But that's your price, and stick to it. Don't let these people come up to you bullying you like, oh, hustling diamond, if I get this and this, can I get... No, we're not at a flea market. Unless you are at a flea market, because then you gotta worry about that. But this isn't a flea market. This isn't a bargain shop. If I got a 2 for $15, then it's a 2 for $15, not a $30 for 3, whatever. No, this is my prices, and this is what it is. I've had people really literally try to nickel and dime me, like, oh, you ain't sell this yet. They'll come back to the table. You ain't sell it yet. You ready to give it up for $10? No, I'm not. Unless I really am, then I will. But no, I'm not. My price is my price. Do not let these customers bully y'all. Okay? All right. So bring an assistant if they allow. I haven't been to a vendor event where they don't allow at least 2 people, but bring an assistant. And I don't mean bring cousin Pookie from down the street who don't know nothing about your business. Bring you an assistant that can keep you relaxed, that can keep you focused, that can sell your stuff just as good as you, if not better, that can work a room, that's very charismatic. Like, you want this person to be you, pretty much, right? They need to know about your stuff. So if you had that checklist, like I said, you got your prices on there, they'll be able to know, okay, this is $10 when they come and ask. You might have went to the bathroom or whatever, but bring you somebody that can work with you, right? That can take over when you're gone. If you wouldn't trust them at your table by themselves, I wouldn't bring them, unless that's all you got, right? But bring you somebody that can work with you to help you out, because it's very important. Because sometimes you get tired of talking, you just need a second. You need to go breathe, especially with these masks. It's been plenty of times I had to walk out. Whew, I gotta breathe. It's hot, right? So bring somebody with you that can help you out, keep you balanced, and keep you on task. It's also good to, when I have somebody with me and I'm selling, I'm more comfortable, right? I'm more comfortable with being myself because I have somebody that can relate. I'm not in a room full of just random strangers, right? So definitely bring somebody that makes you very comfortable. It's super important to plan ahead. Do not just wing vendor events unless you've been doing this for a while and you just know what you're doing, right? But do not just wing it. Bring your list. Lists are important. Make a list of what you plan on selling. Make your list. While it has what you're selling, also put your costs on there, because sometimes I'll forget my prices. I promise you. Somebody will be like, how much is this? And I'll be like, and then I don't want to just make up something because I might sell myself short, right? So have a list of how much your stuff is. Now I have signs on my table stating how much items are, because sometimes I just forget. It just happens. I guess it's just part of human nature. I don't know why I forget. I get a little overwhelmed, I guess. Especially when it's a whole bunch of people at your table at one time. So it's okay to put your price on your table. Some people are like, oh, I don't like to put my price on my table because they might not talk to me. If they want to talk to you, they're going to talk to you. They don't. Some people might not like your price and they might keep walking, but that's okay. N-O, the word no just means next opportunity, y'all. It's okay to be told no. But I definitely like putting my prices because it helps me along with the customer. All right, so making lists is super important with vendor events. It's super, super important. All right, so where are we at? So pack ahead of time so you are not missing things. Some things, random things that you should pack. Scissors, bring them. Just bring them. Put them in I have a vendor bag that I don't touch the stuff in there because I keep thousands of pairs of scissors. I have one special pair of scissors that stays in my vendor bag. For some reason, when I first got started out, I always needed scissors and I never had them. I don't know what. For whatever reason, I always needed scissors. I never had them. So always keep a pair of scissors in a vendor bag. Alcohol, a spray bottle, a cloth, something to wipe stuff down with. Keep it in the bag, right? Tape, regular office tape and packing tape. I have both in my bag for whatever reason. I just may need it. I don't know. Let me see what else we got. Random items to bring. Pens. I keep a candy dish on my table sometimes. A card holder that stays in my vendor bag. Something and I use those little wire ones from Dollar Tree. The ones that you're supposed to put your pictures in. I use the smallest one and I just sit my cards right in there. $1. And that stays in the bag. Well, I get two because I put one on each end of my table. So $2. All right. Extra tablecloths. Even if they offer you a tablecloth, I always, for some reason, keep a tablecloth in my bag. I can use it for a prop. I can use it for decoration. I just keep one tablecloth, and it's always black, in my bag. For whatever reason. The tablecloth they gave you might not like it. It might be dirty. It might have something wrong with it. But if you want to feel prepared, those are the things that I usually try to keep with me to make sure my head is on straight, as usual. All right, so bring water. Bring water. I went to an event and it's crazy because I make water bottles. I make them literally. And I did not have my baby with me. And when you're doing all that talking, you trying to talk to every customer, your mouth is going to get dry, especially with these masks on. Bring water, okay? It's a lifesaver because I ended up getting caught up in having to buy water from the event. And why am I buying water when I have plenty of it? I just forgot it, right? Have your water with you. And while you're wearing these masks right now, make sure that you are speaking up. Because a lot of the times, I'm a mouth reader when I hear people talk. I don't know why I can't hear you that much when I can't read your mouth. I don't know why I'm like that, but I am. So I need you to speak up when you're talking through these masks. Because believe it or not, it's a lot of things going on and they just might not hear you. So if you want to make sure that they hear you, speak up. It's super important. I had a lot of people going, huh? And then when they do that, that means they're trying to get closer, huh? No, you in my 6 feet, I can speak up, right? All right, and my last for my do's and don'ts before I move on to my next topic is you're going to reconcile that night. If you bring cash, make sure you remember how much was in your cash box or your fanny pack or whatever you're using to hold your cash. Make sure you remember how much was in there. Write it down. Don't try to rely on your memory so that when you get home, your feet hurting, you ready to kick them up, count your cash out real quick so you can see your profits and then go to bed. Why? Because it's just important to do it that same night. Because then you start remembering, you start forgetting stuff and it gets a little crazy. So I just say do that the same night. Cards, it's a little bit different because it's virtual, but with cash, I don't know. It just helps me out. All right, and so I'm going to move on to my last topic before I leave you all for the night and take some questions before I go. Attitude is key. I've seen so many sales get lost from me, being the customer, from people who just depend on their items selling themselves. If you have a stank attitude or I don't care, a nonchalant attitude, I don't know, it's just me, I can't buy from you, right? I want to, like I told y'all, I like to feel welcome. I like to feel important. And if I don't feel like my money is important, I'm not spending it. So your attitude is super, super, super important when vendoring. When doing anything, customer service, period, is super important. But especially in face-to-face. It's so, so, so important to make sure, sister, say it again. It's so important to make sure your attitude is on 1,000. It's positive. It's nothing but good vibes, y'all, because people read off energy, especially me. And if your energy is whack, I'm not stopping. Even if you're trying to hand me a card. No, I don't want your card. Because I just don't like your attitude. So, y'all, our stuff could be and it is the most gorgeous thing ever, and your attitude will ruin a sale. So make sure that you keep your mind on right. That's why you don't want to have all that chaotic stuff going on. You want to have your mind straight so you are ready to sell. Let's see. People love to get personal, so make sure that you are becoming personal with them. I'm not buying off of strangers, and I told you it's easy to become not a stranger and a friend with the simple, I like this. This looks good. Hello. Hi. Something to make me feel like you're not a stranger. If I walk up to you and I'm just like, here, I want to buy this. How would you feel? Right? I didn't say hello or nothing. So I think that the customer deserved that in reverse. Right? So make sure that you are speaking to everybody and you're creating that I'm not a stranger. You should buy from me realm. Right? So let's see. It's okay to reel folks in. Like I said earlier, it's okay to stop a person and be like, girl, that purple look cute. Look at this. What's your favorite color? Purple. Look at this coaster I make. It's purple. Who knows? They might be like, oh yeah, that's cute. Let me get it. I didn't even see that. Right? You don't know. Closed mouths don't get fed. If it doesn't if it doesn't account to anything at vendor events, that matters. Closed mouths do not get fed, y'all. And we trying to eat out here. If you go into a vendor event, I know you're trying to eat. So make sure that you're speaking and relating to your customers. That's a easy way to bring in a sale. I had somebody say, I don't even need this stuff, but you so dope, I just want to buy it because of you. I don't need it. I'll probably gift it to somebody later on, but I just want to support you. And that touched my heart because I was like, oh, I'm doing something right. So that, knowing that they said that is what made me put it in my notes, because I know it works for a fact. I had a customer tell it to me. Eye contact, especially with these masks. Like I said, I'm an energy reader. I need to see your mouth. And if I can't hear you. I don't know how serious you are. Eye contact is very important to let me know that you are not trying to nickel and dime me, that this is what you're passionate about. Make sure you're making eye contact with your customers. That is also big. And like I said, make sure you're standing up, y'all. Like, stand up. Unless you cannot, for whatever reason, then it's fine, right? But if you can stand up and you just not because you just feeling like, whatever, I'm here. Ain't nobody trying to buy my stuff anyway. Walk the table. Walk in front of the table. Pick your own stuff up. Start looking at it. It might make somebody else get a little interested in what you're selling, right? Wear comfortable shoes. Wear comfortable shoes. Wear comfortable shoes, y'all. My feet, if your feet not hurting after a vendor event, you didn't do something right. Even in my comfortable shoes, y'all, my feet are on fire. And that's because I'm usually walking back and forth in front of my table. I'm working the room, right? I want people to know who DeeZ Creations is, whether you buying from me or not. If they walk away, they don't follow your Instagram, or they don't like your Facebook page, you didn't do something right. I'm trying to tell you, don't let them walk away like, oh, I'm gonna follow you now. I even say this sometimes, y'all. I be like, don't grab my card if you're going to just go throw it in the pile with the rest of them cards. And it always makes somebody laugh, because y'all know how we do. Sometimes we get a card and be like, oh, I forgot what I grabbed this for, right? I'm like, why don't you go ahead and follow my Instagram now? You got your phone? I see you with your phone right now. Here, pull up Instagram. and they'll be like, dang. But they'll pull it up, and I make sure they follow me before they walk away. So now they going to see my stuff on their timeline. So if they didn't buy something from me now, they definitely might see something that they like later, right? It's okay. That's what y'all know how these companies, these big companies is doing it. They badgering you. They in your email. Bath and Body Works, y'all. How many emails do you get from Bath and Body Works in a week? I rest my case. All right, so wear your comfortable shoes. Bring the snacks. Bring the snacks and mints, because your mouth get dry and it get that stale taste in it. Especially with these masks on. Make sure you got your mints and your snacks. So not nothing crazy where it's gonna cause you to look a mess in front of a customer, but definitely have something to nibble on in between, because I don't walk away from my table a lot, because y'all know people be out here stealing, but I don't walk away from my table a lot. So I like to have a little snack, whether it's something I can just a piece of dried fruit or whatever, you know what you eat. So just make sure you have something there, because once your energy starts to go down, it's gonna show. It will show to your customers. So keep your energy up. Make sure you're getting hydrated and you eating your snacks. Your energy is everything right now. I'm so motivated. Yes, Kayla. Yes, that's why I'm here today. When I tell y'all I love vendor events. I love getting in front of my people and knowing, putting faces to names. And then when they see you again, it's so exciting because they be like, oh, you here at this event too? Oh girl, come over here. You got to support her. She is so cool. Y'all, that only happens when you make these relationships with your customers. So if you walk in thinking you miss everything and you got it going on and you don't want to talk to nobody, I'm gonna be where the money reside, right? Because I talk to my customers. I love making relationships. It's just super, super important. Tony said, don't be at your table eating fried chicken. Exactly. Don't be over there having, I said, a snack. We not looking for meals. You get that when you done. Please don't be that person. Oh, no. It got to be something quick. You can throw in there real quick and get back to the bread, right? So definitely have your snacks, safe snacks. Nothing too crazy, but something to make sure that you're keeping your energy up. Usually for me, I'll usually pop a mint or so I don't know, maybe like some if my energy's down, I might grab a piece of candy, something to just keep me upbeat, right? That's super important. But y'all, that was actually my last one, is having snacks. And I love how y'all dropping y'all gems in here too. We all do the same thing. I'm no guru at this. I promise you, I'm in it with y'all. I'm just learning from experiences. And the only way you are going to truly learn is if you try. Don't let it intimidate you. If you don't make sales, it's okay, because if you want to network, because we just went over that. And networking sometimes is bigger than sales because it can bring even more to you later on. You've built relationships, so the next time that they see you or they need you, you're going to come to their mind. So networking is super key at these events. Even if you don't make any sales, it's okay. Don't be discouraged. Learn from your mistakes. Take it to the next event and bang it out. I'm promising y'all. The more you do it, the easier it will get. I'm telling you. I was so scared. I still get nervous before vendor events. Like, I have bad anxiety, so I go crazy a little bit. But I mean, once I get there and I get in a groove, and it's your stuff. It's your passion. It's what you love to sell. So it's no reason why you can't. If you can't sell it, then that means you shouldn't be making it, right? You made it. That's the easiest thing to sell. The first thing I start off with for my pitch when I'm meeting somebody new: how you doing? My name is Dee. I'm the owner of DeeZ Creations. Everything you see here is handmade by me. Every single item is handmade by me. They be like, oh, you made all of this? That's a connection. I just made a connection right there. They don't know that you made that stuff. A lot of these vendors are selling wholesale stuff, so make sure you mention that. Put it on a sign. Scream it out. This is stuff that you're making with your hands. God's given hands. Y'all gotta sell it, right? So definitely make sure you're making those connections and just learn. I even take notes, like physical notes, stuff that I can learn from later on. So when I go to the next event, it's nothing but a glow up. You never want to decrease, right? Do something new every time you go. Something new every time. Add something new to your table, something new to your pitch, something new to your outfit, whatever, but add something new. Like me, I'm always adding a new item to my table. Not that I sell, but like a candy dish. My cards was new. Everything was new. All that good stuff, right? So the biggest thing that I want you all to take away from me, if you stuck with me throughout the whole video, this is the biggest thing I want you to take. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. In this business, scared money don't make no money. I'm going to say it again. Scared money don't make no money. You can't go out here scared at these events because it will show. Even with a mask on, it will show, right? That's why I said bring somebody that makes you comfortable. I usually take my boyfriend with me because he and I are like freaking frat. And he keeps me here. My brain want to take me here. He keeps me here. Right? And when he's there, I can be so comfortable and talk, and he's talking. It's just a vibe. People see our vibe. They pull up. They're like, oh, y'all are so cool. What y'all selling? You know, you just want to make sure that you're feeling good. If you're not feeling good, it's going to show, y'all. Yolanda, I hope I'm saying your name right. We're going to get you out of that. And the easiest way to do that is to start doing your lives. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, sign up for these lives. I'm in a room by myself. There's nobody here. I'm comfortable. I know there's people watching me right now. And they're commenting, but y'all could judge me and I can easily be like, get out, right? That's the easiest way to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, is just put yourself in uncomfortable positions, right? So like, I don't know, just put yourself in uncomfortable positions. That chance. Go for it. Do it. I'm here. I'm telling you, do it. Look, let me put my black hoodie on, like the with the frog meme. Do it. Do it, y'all. So I'm challenging all of you all before I get off of here to at least try to vendor at least one time before this year is out. Okay? Just do it. Roselle just said I can never do a live. So, all right, it look like I'm getting ready to put out some more challenges then. Y'all can do these lives. I'm promising you. I usually don't even have what I'm getting ready to get into. This is my first time ever bringing notes to a live. I promise you, because I didn't want to get off topic, because I told y'all my head is a ping pong ball. So, it's easy. Right? Look, I tried to straighten up a little bit, but I mean, my background is not the best. If you worried about people seeing your house, go get you the little background sheets. Shoot, hang a freaking tablecloth behind you so you can't see what's behind you, and do what you do. You know how to talk to people, right? I'll try a live next week when I have some bath bombs made. Yes, Tony, I need you to go to my post. I asked if anybody want to do a live. Let me know. We can block out a date and time so I can make sure nobody else is going live with you. Let's do it. We got to do it. And this group is so small, y'all. We so intimate. We so intimate. And everybody in here right now is very supportive. We are like just loving on each other's stuff. The vibe is crazy. So this is the perfect time to get comfortable with it. I'm promising you. Like, I've been doing lives forever and I'm still sometimes uncomfortable. But when I come in my group, it's like, yo, we got something in mind. We got something in common. So why not? So for all my ladies that are afraid to do these lives, we're going to get y'all there. It's not going to happen overnight, but we're going to get y'all there, right? And if I got to keep being the guinea pig to show you that it's not that hard, then I'll do it. Yes, like we're human. It's not weird. It's human. It's human. We are not perfect. I never want to come on here and make y'all think I have a jazzy, perfect lifestyle, because I do not. When I screw up, I am a laugher. When I tell y'all I love giggling, I only watch comedies. Like, I'm a dry, sarcastic humor person too. Like, I love The Office, SpongeBob. Like, I don't know, dry humor is the best for me. It's not weird, Tony. It's showing that you're human. I can't stand those people that just want to look perfect on camera. I'm not perfect. I promise. I say stuff wrong. I randomly will go back in my lives and be like, why did I say that? I didn't mean that word. It happens. We're human. So I'm never judging you. Only way I'm gonna judge you is if you just talking crazy on your live. Like, you just going bananas. I might do a little judging there. I'm gonna be honest with you. But if you pull up and you just like, listen, y'all, this is my first live. Y'all just work with me. We know. We got your back. So, Roselda, we're gonna get you on a live soon, right? I hope so. I hope so. I'm not gonna push you because I know that can deter people away, but yeah. She said, I like to try stuff I never tried before on camera. Exactly. Y'all, we gonna get right. We gonna get right. We back. I promise y'all, when I got back to my first vendor event, there's nothing but up from here. I couldn't wait to get back. I could not wait to get back. I'm actually getting ready to host my first in-person event for my business, where I'm doing a Create and Sip Ladies Night edition. So that's gonna be so much fun. I'm planning it now to happen in Maryland. So that's going to be lit. But y'all, I really appreciate everybody for popping in for this live. I could not wait to get my info to you all. I promise you, I'm going to repost this for anybody that couldn't make it, because we out here getting these coins. I will make sure I'll put this in our group. I'm actually going to take this to my Facebook channel too. I probably won't even do no editing. I might just throw it up there raw and just title it Do's and Don'ts of Vendoring Events, right? But I really appreciate you all. I don't see any more questions popping in. Thank you so much, Tony. I really appreciate it. I hope y'all learned a gem. Matter of fact, if you took a gem from this live right now, drop some hearts. Put it in the comments. What did you take away from what I said, so I know that something stuck with somebody? This is my exit ticket, y'all. This is the teacher and me. Here's my exit ticket. Before we leave over here tonight, drop a comment. Let me know what you've learned in today's live. Cause I done dropped some gems on y'all. I really did. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm only calling them gems because I wish I knew this stuff before I got started. Cause I started off kind of raw. I started off raw. Deborah said good. Yes, good information. Kayla said no means next opportunity. Keep that in your mind. Somebody be like, no, okay, well, you can't use me now, but here's my card anyway. just in case you may need me later, right? Wear your own stuff. Indeed. Stand up. Be open. Exactly. Stop being a punk, Yolanda. Scared money don't make no money. Just go for it, Griselda. Exactly. Please, no attitudes. Please, no attitudes. If you just so happen to be at that time of the month when that event come, you gotta do something. Throw a little wine in your cup or something to keep you on point, right? Be prepared the night before. Yes, this is like a test. Be prepared. Be ready. Be prepared for the event. Don't take rolling trays to church events. Exactly. Exactly. You might make somebody uncomfortable with your selling. Know your crowds. Know your crowds. Please know your crowds. Tony, you gotta be weak. Okay, y'all. Yes, we did some homework. We got some homework. I'm loving these exit tickets. Y'all are bomb. Y'all are really bomb. And if this is a replay for you, you could drop your comments too. Y'all, I had so much fun tonight, and I'm just live in my office, DeeZ Creations headquarters, talking to my ladies of the best group on Facebook. And I'm just dropping some gems really quick before I go eat my dinner all late. But yes, y'all, this is where I'm going to come to an end. Thank you so much. Let me give my bow. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you all. I hope you took something from this. If you didn't, hey, it's fine. I'm just thank you for joining me anyway, right? And until I go back live again, y'all stay safe. And remember, please, please, please stay crafty. Creativity is contagious, so pass it on. You all have an awesome night. Signing out. You laughing, but I see a lady come to church with lingerie. See? So that's a don't. That's part of the don'ts, right? But all right, y'all. It's been real. Y'all have an amazing night. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you for coming. Good night.